Mama, you're a big mama, right?
Hey, stop.
Mr. O'Leary.
Stop. Jimmy.
I have some questions.
Move, Jimmy.
Oh my God.
Jimmy. Jimmy, stop.
You're a big mama, right?
Hey, stop.
Mr. O'Leary.
Stop. Jimmy.
Thank you so much for tuning in to The Last Word for Now. I'm Denise Jackson with my co-host, Mr. Will Levis. And no, David Squires is not with us, unfortunately, tonight. He's under the weather. We miss his colorful commentary.
Definitely.
But we're here.
We're holding down the fort.
That's right. We got a hot topic about another fellow journalist. I'm a little uncomfortable discussing it, but guess what? Not too uncomfortable not to discuss it. All right. Barbara Ciara, veteran television news journalist, is in the hot seat.
Full disclosure.
Yes.
We both know Barbara well,
Yes.
have worked with her, consider her a friend, know her husband, quality journalist.
Right.
So we still got to go forward and talk about this. Because this is what people are buzzing about.
That we do. Bottom line, there's video out there of her trying to get a comment from a man who is accused of taking money from people who are trying to get a job. Basically, their service was to help people find a job, but apparently he's accused of not being legit.
Right. Virginia Employment Services.
That's right. And so Barbara was at the courthouse trying to get a comment from him when he left. There was a little pushing and shoving and bumping and some name calling going back and forth.
No grinding, but it got a little tight.
Yes, it
and
did.
tough. Yeah.
And so now Barbara and I believe the television station sued.
Right.
And guess what? He countersued.
Right.
Now, do you feel like they should have taken it to court?
Well, me, if it were me, I would have discouraged the station from taking it to court.
Okay.
Because actually, when I saw the story and I saw that they had done that, I just knew it's going to be a countersuit. We're going to go back and forth, and back and forth. But, being TV, you being a TV person, sometimes you guys want the ratings over the substance.
Ooh, so you think that's the major reason behind that? And not
maybe a little bit, but I know, and knowing Barbara and being a quality journalist,
right.
I know that what she was really doing is what we're supposed to do as journalists, which is to confront people who are in power, whether they be in business, whether they be in government,
right,
and to ask them tough questions. And that's exactly what she was doing. And one of the things, she's been criticized for doing gotcha journalism, but one of the things, if you listen closely enough to that tape, the guy really offended her. The guy said to her, you big mama, aren't you big mama? Don't you play? I mean, come on.
Did.
A person is human, and she's out there trying to do her job. And so he isn't to be left off with a hook either. He could easily have said, I don't want to make a comment.
Right.
And he escalated it as well.
But then again, flip side, you can't make anyone respond. You can't. You can ask the questions, but you shouldn't impede their progress.
True.
And it was getting a little heated, and I think she's very passionate about this particular topic, and so she wanted answers. But guess what? As you know, as a journalist, you're not always going to get them. And so I think it got a little emotional, a little tense in that.
Right.
And I don't agree with the countersuit, but if you look at the video, it's just a little...
Yeah, the video is not a good look. The
No.
video is not a good look, but we don't always expect people, especially in confrontational situations like this, to give us good answers or
That's
to
true.
be polite. And you got to be able to be willing to get in there. And a lot of times, sometimes what we do, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
But I don't think people should lose sight of the fact that a free press is absolutely essential to a free society.
Right.
And if we don't go and confront people in power, who is? Who's going to do it?
And this is so ironic, what Barbara Ciara doesn't like the fact that the attention is on the video.
Exactly.
It seems like that's where it is right now, and I think a fellow columnist, Daily Press columnist, she was talking about
Tamara
that.
Dietrich.
Yeah, she was focusing on that, and Barbara wanted the issue back on this man being accused of taking money from people who were in desperate situation looking for a job.
Yeah.
You feel like that's legitimate?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know Tamara also because I used to write for the Daily Press, and I know her. And I think that, Tamara, I know that she believes in, being a quality journalist, but I think that she jumped the gun a little bit too. She actually wrote about it in her blog. And one of the troubles sometimes with a blog is that you don't do all of the reporting that you would do for a column or for a story, and sometimes you too are making a knee-jerk reaction. And I think if you go back, you analyze that tape, and you look at what Tamara wrote in her blog, she acknowledged, I don't have all the facts.
Right.
And she even said, you know, I don't know, this guy don't really care. Let's go back to what he is really alleged to have done, and this investigation is all about. This is about the core of what we do as journalists, confront people in power.
Sounds like everybody thinks they're right in this situation. To be continued, but right now, guess what?
This is the last word.
For now.
Last word. Last word. For now.